Thanks, Jesse. We're had a little technical difficulties here, so we're just kind of sharing a mic here, and we'll kind of talk about that weather forecast because the weather cooperating very nicely here for us today. If you're looking to head on down to downtown Rochester, Peace Plaza area, the sun is shining. We're in a nice shady spot here in Peace Plaza as folks get set up and ready for all of those festivities. But if temperature-wise, it's warm out here, not nearly as hot as what it was earlier this week. Right now, we are looking at those temperatures sitting at about 81 here in Rochester currently. A little bit of a breeze here in Rochester, looking at that wind speed out of the west, about 21 miles per hour. Temperatures elsewhere in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa in those upper 70s to low 80s, so a nice comfortable seasonal day. So plenty of comfortable temperatures for us here in the region. And like I said, it is a bit breezy, so if you tend to run a little cooler here, I'd say bring an extra layer just in case if you're heading on downtown Rochester as the sun sets later on tonight, and ultimately we will end up seeing those winds gradually dying down. But for the most part, wind speeds looking at gusts upwards of 20 to 30 miles per hour. Sky conditions, beautiful. Hardly a cloud in the sky out there right now, so things across southern Minnesota and northern Iowa looking very pleasant, very dry and quiet. And zooming out, really not much expected here in the next couple of hours. So if you are looking to head downtown Rochester, the conditions looking very dry and quiet for us. So again, wonderful to get outside. So as I mentioned here with our evening forecast, pretty quiet later on tonight. After about 10, 11 o'clock tonight, we may start to see a few clouds starting to filter back in. There's a chance that some of us, especially north of Highway 14, could be looking at a few rain showers here overnight. So let's take a look at future track. Next couple of hours, things looking fairly quiet for us. However, after about 10, 11 o'clock tonight, I think areas north of I-90, especially north of Highway 14, could be looking at some showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder passing through. Most of that out of the area here as we enter into early Saturday morning, about 5, 6 o'clock. Things looking to be drier, a lot quieter to kick off the day. Then we move into the midday, and then it's south of I-90's turn to get a little rainfall in the region. A chance there for some showers and thunderstorms staying south of I-90 heading into mid-Saturday morning. Most of that should be out of there by about Saturday afternoon, but could still linger through the dinner time hour. So after about 6, 7 o'clock Saturday evening, things looking very quiet for us here in the region. So planning ahead to, depending on your location, looking at overnight conditions to see a chance for a few spotty showers. Tomorrow morning, south of I-90, a chance for some of those showers in the region. But temperature-wise, pretty seasonal into those mid-70s for tomorrow. We'll take a look at that 10-day forecast as temperatures look to trend cooler than average here as we move into the second half of the weekend. Upper 60s to low 70s for your Sunday, and into early next week, continuing on with those low 70s. I'd say more of a chance for additional shower and thunderstorm opportunities holding off until Wednesday and Thursday. So keeping an eye on all those rain activities. And again, if you're north of I-90 here tonight, an opportunity there. And then we will look at a chance there for early tomorrow then, south of I-90. So we'll continue to keep an eye on those latest forecast details, especially coming downtown Rochester. So we'll continue to track all of those first alert forecast details for you here all evening long. Again, a beautiful evening to get outside, soak up that sun and the comfortable temperatures as well. We'll be right back with more.
And our meteorologist Sarah Gannon joins us live one final time from downtown Rochester. Sarah, what can we expect for the rest of this evening?
Well, hey, Olivia, the evening forecast looking absolutely fantastic here. The sun is out. The conditions are absolutely fantastic. May get just a touch cooler later on tonight, but for the most part, things looking pretty great. Talking about that allergy report here quick, trees and grass is at a moderate level this evening. Ragweed, mold, and dust sitting at low level. So not too shabby when it comes to those allergens here today. The rest of this evening, as I was saying, beautiful conditions, some great sunshine. So if you're looking to head to downtown Rochester, get a walk in, do some grilling this evening. Great conditions to do so. Temperatures still into those upper 70s, low 80s here, and then we'll gradually be seeing those temperatures cooling back into those lower 70s come 9 at 10 o'clock here tonight. So if you are coming downtown to downtown Rochester, you may want to grab just kind of that light jacket, a sweater before you head out the door for later on in the evening. Last look here at that 10-day forecast. Things looking to see some straight rain chances later tonight for areas north of I-90, areas south of I-90 heading into tomorrow morning and the afternoon. Looking forward to more 70s later next week. Olivia?
One final time before people head downtown Rochester for this watch party tonight, what should they bring?
I would say bring those lawn chairs, bring some cash, credit card just in case, and get ready to have some fun. I think things will be pretty fantastic down here this evening.
It's going to be a fun time, and hopefully Team USA pulls out with the win for tonight. Thanks, Sarah. Thank you for joining us tonight at 5. We'll see you back here.
Here's your first alert weather with meteorologist Sarah Gannon.
Hey everybody, meteorologist Sarah Gannon here, live in downtown Rochester Peace Plaza as we are gearing up for the Team USA watch party here in Peace Plaza this evening. Already starting to see a lot of people filter in here at this hour, and the weather fantastic for this evening. As we take a look at your weather graphics here this evening, we're currently sitting at 80 degrees in Rochester. A nice comfortable evening. There's a nice breeze as well. Winds have been gradually dying down here in the last hour or so. Right now out of the west about 14 miles per hour. Temperatures elsewhere across southern Minnesota and northern Iowa sitting into the upper 70s and low 80s, so a nice comfortable evening. And like I said, there is a bit of a breeze happening at this point in time. Winds though have been gradually kind of dying down a bit, but we're looking at sustained winds anywhere from around 5 to 15 miles per hour and some gusts still upwards of about 20 miles per hour or so. So as things kind of gradually cool heading into this evening, make sure to kind of pack that extra layer if you're heading downtown this evening. So we'll take a look at satellite and radar. Things very quiet at this point in time. Clear sky overhead, and we're of course enjoying that beautiful sunshine outside right now. As we look a little bit further off to our west, we're starting to see some showers and thunderstorms bubbling up west of the area back towards the Marshall region. So we'll see some showers and thunderstorms move through the area, mainly north of I-90, north of Highway 14 later on tonight. Tomorrow, then south of I-90 gets that opportunity for a quick little drink of water. So if you are planning to head downtown Rochester this evening to Peace Plaza for the Team USA watch party, or you're just wanting to get outside, have a walk, maybe dinner on the patio, perfect evening to do so. Conditions here this evening looking fantastic. By about 9-10 o'clock tonight, we'll see temperatures cooling back into those upper 60s and lower 70s. Let's track things out here with Future Track. As I mentioned, there are some showers and thunderstorms starting to build off to our west. So closer to about 10-11 o'clock tonight, we'll start to see some of those showers building in. And again, that will be north of I-90. We'll see those showers intermittent throughout the overnight and out of the area by about 5-6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then we move into the mid-morning Saturday around 10 a.m. We'll start to see some additional showers and thunderstorms building in south of I-90, so North Iowa now getting that opportunity for a drink of water tomorrow. That will continue into the midday where things kind of start to dial back closer to the Highway 18 corridor there in North Iowa, but we'll see showers out of the area entirely by about 6-7 o'clock tomorrow evening. Looking forward to some quiet conditions then by Sunday. So taking a look at tomorrow's forecast, we'll be tracking those high temperatures there into those mid-70s, so fairly seasonal for us here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Kind of a mix of sun and clouds, and again, dodging some of those showers south of I-90 tomorrow. We'll take a look at that 10-day forecast as we track those spotty rain chances for tomorrow for your Saturday. Again, not area-wide, south of I-90 for tomorrow. Tonight, it'll be north of I-90. Sunday looking fantastic with temperatures there in the upper 60s to low 70s, and that cooler than average trend with temps in those lower 70s continues into early next week. So things are really starting to kick off here in downtown Rochester. I'm going to bring in our Jessie Allison. She is keeping an eye on the Team USA watch party. Yes. And Jessie, just in the last hour, we've really started to see vendor booths getting set up. We've seen a lot of people start to filter in some really nice lawn chairs.
I know,
coming in.
Right?
Yeah.
People are coming to get their seats ready, but it is, like you said, it is filling in, but there's still lots of room. It's Peace Plaza. Everybody can join in. And so what a great time for community, for sports to celebrate and allow plenty of time to get walked down here. Bring a lawn chair, bring some food and drink if you'd like, or buy it when you're here. All right, and we got sports up next. More sports.
That's right. We have been keeping an eye on some beautiful weather all throughout today. This evening shaping up to be a pretty fantastic one as well. Heading into the overnight hours, though, keeping an eye on some rain chances. Most of us south of I-90 will stay dry, quiet here for tonight. It's areas along and north of I-90, specifically Highway 14, that could be looking at a few straight showers. Most of this activity, though, has been kind of fizzling out as it's been crossing the I-35 region. But zooming a little bit further out, you can see more of that thunderstorm development back west of us into western Minnesota. The good news is no severe weather is expected tonight, but we may see some frequent lightning with any thunderstorms that rumble through. So something to keep in mind here as we move into the late night hours, but I do think most of these rain showers should be out of the area here by about after midnight tonight to 1-2 a.m. Things should be a lot drier for us here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Heading into tomorrow, temperatures looking fairly seasonal, and then areas south of I-90 will be getting the opportunity for a little bit of some rainfall. Unfortunately, no significant totals are expected between tonight's event or tomorrow, just your garden variety showers and thunderstorms. So folks tomorrow in North Iowa or areas south of I-90 don't have to worry about that severe threat either, but maybe a tenth or two for some totals. So yeah.
All right, we will see you soon for more on those weather details for the weekend. Thanks, Sarah.
We certainly saw some beautiful weather in the area for this finally Friday. The weekend forecast may hint at a little rain here for parts of the area overnight and your Saturday. Not a washout at all, but we are gearing up for more sunshine as we transition into Sunday, and especially both days looking at some cooler temperatures. Your first alert forecast is coming up.
Here's your first alert weather with meteorologist Sarah Gannon.
We continue to look forward to the weekend. Finally here, we are tracking our next big thing, and that's a little bit of some rainfall between tonight and tomorrow. Let's take a look at future track radar. We are looking at a few spotty showers out there, mainly north of Highway 14 and I-90. A lot of this activity, though, has been falling apart as it reached the I-35 region. So not a lot of activity really making it into far southeast Minnesota. But as we zoom a little bit further out, you can see more of that shower and thunderstorm activity kind of building in and developing out in western Minnesota. No severe weather is expected tonight, so that's the good news. However, there may be some frequent lightning. That would be our main hazard should we see any of these thunderstorms make it through the area. So possible here overnight. We'll put things into motion with future track as we continue into the overnight hours. We'll see some straight to isolated shower and thunderstorm activity. Most of this activity I do think should be out of here by about 4 or 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. We'll see a few hours of some dry conditions heading into your Saturday. But as we move into the late morning, especially early to mid-afternoon, we'll see an opportunity for a few showers and thunderstorms to develop south of I-90. So pretty much a flip-flop then as we look ahead to tomorrow afternoon. So we will see those spotty showers continue after about 3, 4 o'clock, extending there into Saturday evening. Most of this out of here by about 8, 9 o'clock in the evening. And from there, heading into the overnight Saturday is looking fairly quiet. So an opportunity for much of the area to see maybe a few raindrops in the region. Should be some pretty sparse to isolated shower activity. Really not much accumulation is expected, though, maybe a tenth or two. Tomorrow, we'll look to see high temperatures fairly seasonal into those mid-70s. Looking at that 7-day forecast, dry across the board here for Sunday. Temperatures seasonably cool, extending into the upper 60s to low 70s. Those lower 70s will continue for high temperatures heading into early next week. Maybe a few more opportunities for some shower and thunderstorm activity come Wednesday and Thursday of next week. But Brock, you'll notice quite predominantly temperatures looking a lot different than what they have been the last several weeks. We're getting a break from the mid to upper 80s. Instead, seeing temperatures slightly below normal in those lower to mid 70s.
You know what that is? Good sleeping weather. And I think I can attest to everyone on camera and behind the scenes, we're ready to sleep. This is late.
I'm just ready to get the windows open and just kind of get a good refresh of the house.
Okay. Does that mean I'm whining? Do you think I'm whining? Am I a complainer?
No.
Okay. No, our Mitchell, our producer says no. Anyway, hey, we're glad to have you staying up with us, everyone. That's why we're here. Okay. Thanks, Sarah. We'll see.
Forecast looking pretty decent here in the next few days. Maybe some spotty rain showers straight to isolated here overnight north of I-90 and areas south of I-90 throughout tomorrow afternoon. So not a washout. Don't cancel your plans. You may need to step inside briefly or just have the umbrella handy if you're out and about here. But looking ahead to Sunday, certainly a much cooler day. Widespread sunshine, high temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. And then we transition with more of those cooler conditions into the early part of the work week, maybe bringing back some more rain chances as we head towards Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Temperature-wise, though, a lot cooler than what we've been seeing in the last few weeks. Temperatures will be slightly below average to average at best, so anywhere from those low to mid 70s on the way. Let's take one more look at that 10-day forecast. We'll keep an eye on some straight isolated showers and thunderstorms overnight north of I-90, areas south of I-90 for your Saturday. Heading into Sunday, temperatures cooling back into the upper 60s to low 70s. Our cooler than average trend continuing throughout next week. Some nice sunshine for the early half, and then by the mid to late week, Wednesday to Thursday, we'll watch a chance for a few additional showers and thunderstorms for the region. A little bit to keep an eye on, but a big temperature difference compared to what we've been seeing the last few weeks.
In case anyone's keeping track, it is 11:26.
It's bedtime.
Again, I wish people could see the yawns around here. We love what we do, but on a Friday night, this is late. Thank you for staying.